Catch Me Up. I'm William Shatner, and this is Catch Me Up.
Hi, my name is Andy Goldberg, and I want to welcome you to the Catch Me Up training series and iTunes training. We're going to go through what you need to know to use Apple's free and incredibly popular music and media management program. Now, if you're new to iTunes, this is the perfect place to start. Let's start by talking about what is iTunes. Well, iTunes is an application that was created by Apple that, in their own words, is the best way to organize and enjoy the music, movies, and TV shows that you already have, and to shop for the ones that you want to get. You can even listen to free streaming radio stations with the iTunes Internet Radio feature. iTunes works on Mac, PC, iPad, iPhone, iPod Touch, and Apple TV. It's like a jukebox, only on steroids, and there are no quarters required. There's no more carrying around CDs, and in fact, once you've imported your music into iTunes, you may never touch your disc ever again. If you're using a Windows machine, the way you get to Preferences is you go to the Edit menu and then click on Preferences. If you're using a Mac, then you click on the iTunes menu and click Preferences that way. And it will pop up a menu here with all kinds of different settings. The first one being General. So we're on the General Settings tab. It's selected. And the first thing that you see we can do is we can rename our library if we choose to. Whatever you want to call it, it's all up to you. It's a personal preference. But it gives you a way of keeping track of, this is my library. And it's useful for sharing that library in the future on networks. We're going to get into sharing in a future lesson, but this is where you change the name of the library. Next, we have some custom views that we're going to look at. Welcome to the Catch Me Up Technology Training Series and iOS Device Training. iOS is the operating system that runs Apple's popular mobility devices. Devices like the iPhone, the iPad, the iPod Touch, and the iPad Mini all run this powerful and user-friendly software. Now let's take a much closer look at all of the buttons and operations on the device itself. So we start with the iPhone 6 device, which is what you see right here. And this black area is called the touch screen. And we're going to be spending a lot of time working on the touch screen in future lessons. In fact, almost everything that we do on the iPhone is going to take place on and in the touch screen. Above the touch screen, we have an earpiece. This is where you would put your ear up to the phone when you were having a telephone conversation. And above that, you can see a small sensor. The iPhone's smart. It knows when your ear is up to the phone, and it knows at that point to turn off the screen so that your cheek doesn't actually make any changes to the screen itself. You can also see on most iPhone models, you're going to find a front-facing camera. This is going to allow you to do something called taking selfie portraits. And we'll get into that when we talk about the camera in a later lesson.
Catch Me Up. I'm William Shatner, and this is Catch Me Up.